Hmm? Oh, right. The man still didn't look at me. He shoved a number at me, found my name on his clipboard, and wrote my number down, then looked over my head at Adria. Name? Adria Lawson. She took her number. We joined the big clump of girls and parents by the side of the gym and dropped our gym bags. Am I wearing an invisibility cloak? I said. We're all invisible next to that girl. Adria handed me her number and turned so I could pin it to the back of her shirt. You think a lot of these girls have played on club teams before? You think a lot of them were invited to try out? Adria held up her hands, fingers crossed. Please don't let that be true. Parents were talking to one another now, saying stuff like, played on a Nike-sponsored team last year, or Duke coach watching her, and saying stuff to their daughters like, good luck, or try hard, or do your best. Except one mom, who honestly looked kind of like a bulldog. She was bending down, her face about 3 inches from the face of her bulldog-looking daughter, growling, don't let anybody get in your way. My mom wasn't there to say good luck or anything else. She worked some Saturday mornings, so I'd come with Adria and her dad. And since he'd coached our county league teams ever since we were in 2nd grade, he hadn't said something dumb like, try hard. Really? He'd said, be aggressive, attack the hoop, move your feet and keep your backsides down and your hands up on defense. And to Adria, he'd said, and stand up straight, don't slouch. I turned so Adria could pin my number to the back of my shirt, then scanned the gym, doing a quick count of the girls. 30 or so. All different skin colors. Brown and tan and white. Skinny and stocky. Loud and quiet. But all with one thing in common, it seemed. Tall. Making me feel like an ant in a field of giraffes. I rubbed my hands along the sides of my shorts, scrunching up the shiny fabric with my fingertips. I'd never felt short before. Not in county league. And anyway, I was a point guard. And point guards don't need to be tall. They need to be good ball handlers and make accurate passes and call the right plays. And I was good at all that stuff. They also need to get the ball to the girl who can score, which on our county league teams was usually Adria. And I was great at getting the ball to Adria when she was open. But some of these tall girls had to be point guards, and all other things being equal, taller is better in basketball. I knew that. Everybody knew that. I took a long, slow breath, blowing it back out long and slow, the way you're supposed to before you shoot a free throw. Then stood up extra straight and squared my shoulders. So what if these girls were all big? So what if I'd never played on a team like this before? I'd been the best point guard in all of County League. Adria's dad always said so. A lot of people said so. I could be better than these girls, too. I could be one of the best. I had to be. A whistle blew. The tallest man I'd ever seen stood in the middle of the floor, waving us over. I sprinted onto the court, beating out the giraffes to plant myself directly in front of the man, which was maybe not the best idea. Since looking up at him from that angle was pretty much like looking straight up a tree. Ladies, the man said, I'm Coach Duvall, and this is the Northern Virginia action. I'll take 10 girls on this team. We'll play fast, up-tempo ball, but it'll be team ball. He paused and looked around at us. Let me say that again. Basketball is a team sport, and the action plays team ball. If you want to be the only star of the show, this isn't the team for you. He paused again, as if giving girls a chance to leave, but no one did. Okay. How many of you want to play varsity ball in high school? I raised my hand. So did all the other girls. Coach Duvall nodded. So let me tell you something. I've coached 8th grade club teams for 20 years. Some girls who play on my teams decide it's too much work, decide they'd rather be shopping or hanging out doing nothing. But the girls who stick with it, every single one has made her high school varsity team. Quite a few played in college. What do you think got them there? Talent.